How come this has been dropped from the interpretations of prophecy? How come Isaiah 63 is dropped? Isaiah 19 is dropped. Habakkuk 3 is dropped. All the Psalms is talking about all the nations, all the Muslims with the Lord present, all are Muslim. It's dropped. What else is there? I mean, every part of the Bible. Do I need to go through Isaiah and Ezekiel and all these things? Even Isaiah 13. How much time do we have left? 20 minutes? Mr. Stone's fallen asleep. I better say something more exciting. He says, I know that stuff already. Give me something I do not know. All right. Look at Isaiah chapter 12, verse 6. Cry out and shout, O inhabitants of Zion, for great is the Holy One of Israel in your midst. He is in there. Then he goes in chapter 13, the burden against Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos saw. Verse 3, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I've also called my mighty ones for my anger. Those who rejoice in my exaltation. The noise of a multitude in the mountains. You know what mountains mean, right? Like that of many people. A tumultuous noise. The kingdoms together. The Lord of hosts musters the army for battle. They come from a far country. The Lord and his weapon of indignation to destroy the whole land. By the way, you will be with the Lord fighting in Israel. Did you know that? Joel chapter 2 and 3 is very clear. The stars of heaven will fall and all these things. Now, Isaiah 14. Against the king of Babylon, right? Verse 4. He is nicknamed the king of Babylon, who is the Antichrist. Okay? Then go to verse 12. Verse 12. Very interesting. What it says? Sorry. Let's go to verse 8. Indeed, the cypress of the trees rejoice over you, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since you were cut down. Verse 9, hell from beneath is excited about you to meet you at your coming. You're going to come again? Sure. You think you're Messiah? Yeah, go ahead, come again. Hell is waiting for you. It's going to suck you up. It stirs up the dead for you. Verse 12, how you are fallen from heaven, O Hilal ibn Sahar. You read that, I know you're looking at me funny, because you're looking at the word Lucifer. Hilal. Go to the Hebrew. Ben Sahar. That's the Hebrew rendering for the word Lucifer that you got here. Very important. Different. Hilal is an Arabic word, Aramaic, Ethiopian, Chaldean. Hilal means brightness and also means crescent moon. Son of the morning, Sahar, the morning star. Now, you know that when the Gideon plucked away the crescent moons from the camels' necks? Remember that verse I shared with you? He plucked what? The Saharon. The crescent, the Sahar. Son of the crescent also. The morning star, the whole thing. His nicknames, God loves nicknames. And by the way, most Americans think that here he is talking to the angel Lucifer in his heavenly realm or being. No. He's talking to Antichrist. He's calling him, you're a crescent. You don't believe me? Say this is not talking about Antichrist. This is talking about the angel Lucifer. Tell me that. It is about Lucifer, yes. It is about the devil, yes. But it's about the devil meeting the body of Antichrist as he's cast out of heaven as a star, rejected, down to earth to take over the world. Look what it says. Look at verse, that's right, verse 16. Those who see you will gaze at you. He's captured finally, right? And consider you saying, is this the man who made the earth tremble? When was Lucifer a man? The 5 eyes, I will and I will and I will and I will. These are the declarations of Antichrist. He will sit on the sides of the north. And there you have it. It's all over. Now you go to the rest of the chapters of Isaiah. You go to chapter 15. It's talking about Moab, Jordan. Chapter 17, the burden against Damascus, Muslim country. Chapter 18, Cush, Ethiopia. By the way, in chapter 18 of Isaiah, Ethiopia, Cush, is not what you think as modern Ethiopia. You got to go to the Bible dictionary. For the word Cush is the landmass south of Egypt. And what is south of Egypt? Sudan, Somaliland, Muslim. Chapter 19. Behold, that's the one I shared with you. The Lord rides on a swift cloud and will come into Egypt. Will come into Egypt. Remember the first one? He's going to destroy Egypt. They all come at the end at the same time.
We have just completed the 2007 International Prophecy Conference with nearly a dozen world-renowned speakers, but you don't have to miss a minute.
I've been invited to many prophecy conferences, but this is the first one that I was allowed to talk about prophecy.
Could the apparitions that perform numerous signs and wonders that the Catholic Christians revere and worship also be the same things that Muslims will also worship?
Our spiritual link is so connected to Israel that whatever God promised Israel as a blessing can come upon us as Gentiles.
By 2015, Muslims will make up a majority of the Russian army.
Get the entire conference today. All messages on audio tape or CD for only $119 plus $10 shipping, or on DVD for only $199 plus $10 shipping. When you order all the sessions, we will send you absolutely free the historic Convocation, where 8 speakers were together on one panel for 3 exciting hours. Call now toll free 1-888-463-7639 and have your credit card ready.
Why does he fight these Muslim nations? He tells you why. Verse 8, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, the year of recompense for the cause of what? Zion. And then he destroys the oil, which we shared with you already. Okay? Ezekiel 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Takes hours just to go over the stuff when the nations are thrown into the pit, one by one, into the pit, into the pit. Antichrist tries to change times and laws. Who's trying to change all your